From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Thousands of children in foster care taken from their parents or losing them to the opioid crisis. Governor Ducey talks about how the situation is ripping Arizona families apart.
Arizona seniors can easily become victims of financial fraud. Tonight, how to protect your loved ones from scammers before they cause any harm.
Learning what it's like to be a first responder, dozens of teenagers receive skills that could one day save a life.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Felipe Corral Jr.
And I'm Allison Snell. Thank you for joining us. Arizona's response to the opioid crisis took center stage at a forum in Washington this morning, where Governor Doug Ducey touted a program for dealing with families hit by addiction.
Danny Coburn, our Washington bureau, was on hand for the governor's appearance at the American Enterprise Institute.
The AEI program looked at ways to get treatment for addicted parents and protect their children in the foster care system. To Governor Ducey, Arizona's approach just makes sense.
SENSE is short for a substance-exposed newborn safe environment, which started as a pilot program in Maricopa County and has since spread statewide. The goal of the program is to keep kids and parents together, even if the parents have been found with drugs.
In the past, if a parent who gave birth to a baby with illegal substances in their system might have expected to have that child removed immediately and returned after sobriety had been achieved. But we felt this could force parents to choose between their children and getting help.
And he said it's working. 9 in 10 families in Maricopa County who finished the program had no reports with the Department of Child Safety 6 months later. Ducey concedes that keeping families together may not be the right call in all cases, which is why he stressed the importance of churches and community members stepping forward to help out, either as a volunteer or a foster family.
We've made some progress fighting the opioid crisis in Arizona and keeping children and families together, but we know these fights are far from over.
Another speaker, Harvard Law professor Elizabeth Bartholet, said that she believes the best approach is often to remove a child from homes where drugs are present. But Bartholet, who runs the child advocacy program at Harvard, credited the Arizona program for requiring treatment for parents.
Also addresses drug issues, which are absolutely central to the abuse and neglect problem.
The Census program is just one effort in a broader state program to fight the opioid epidemic, a fight Ducey said is starting to see results. He said Arizona has already seen a 33% drop in opioid prescriptions and a 60% decrease in patients, quote, doctor hopping, but there's still a long way to go.
You want to find loving foster homes or adoptive homes, and ideally, if you can find sobriety for the mother, that's an even happier ending.
The numbers back up what Ducey said. Since June 15th of last year, there has been 1,280 suspected opioid deaths and more than 8,200 suspected overdoses, according to the State Department of Health. In Washington, Danny Coble, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is dedicated to covering the opioid crisis in Arizona and nationwide. You can watch our documentary Hooked RX, From Prescription to Addiction, and help find resources for getting help online at hookedrx.org.
Scammers who target seniors use all kinds of ploys to get them to share personal information or send money over the phone. But there's a new legislation to help fight fraud. Reporter Amanda Mason attended a workshop on keeping our seniors safe.
I spoke with IRS Special Agent Ismael Navarez Jr. about the new Senior Safe Act, which was passed into law just last month, and it helps protect seniors from growing threats, financial fraud, abuse, and it also helps catch those financial scammers before they do harm.
Notification call to inform you that there is an arrest warrant issued against your name and your identity.
This is an example of a potential fraud robocall that can be received by thousands of people every day. A national study by TrueLink Financial found that seniors lose more than $36 billion a year to financial abuse. Here in Arizona, 30 to 40% of seniors who are abused is a result from financial exploitation, according to the Arizona Attorney General's office.
Unfortunately, many seniors are very trusting because most of us grew up in an era where it was more common to trust than not to trust.
Tom Miller, who is a retired naval officer, is concerned about identity theft, which is why he attended this workshop.
I'm overly cautious, very careful, shred most everything. That's just my nature.
IRS Special Agent Ismael Navarez Jr. says senior citizens are victims of phone and internet scams asking for their Social Security number or money.
They use strong-arm tactics over the telephone. They threaten senior citizens over the telephone with providing their personal information. And we've been working very closely with all law enforcement, federal, state, and local, and with legislative officials to combat these types of, fraudulent phone calls and internet scams.
The Senior Safe Act law encourages individuals and financial institutions to report suspected fraud and helps law enforcement to track down criminals who target seniors.
To ensure everyone take active steps to protect their information from theft. If you're on social media, do so in a responsible way. Make sure you don't provide your information to anyone that you don't know who they are. And especially over the telephone. Don't provide your name and Social Security number, your date of birth to someone you don't know, and you don't know the reason why they're asking for that information. If you don't know them, don't provide it.
And experts also say that if you receive a phone call and you don't know who's on the other line, just hang up. Other ways to protect yourself from identity theft is to make sure that you do not post any personal information on social media, which is like your driver's license or any other information of that sort. Now, also, don't post when you're going on family vacation. On the digital desk, Amanda Mason, Cronkite News.
An Arizona Court of Appeals rules in favor of the Phoenix Anti-Discrimination Ordinance. Today, the court ruled that a Valley wedding invitation business could not turn away same-sex couples based on their freedom of religion. Attorneys for the business plan to file an appeal to the state Supreme Court. The Phoenix ordinance prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Phoenix Mayor Thelda Williams released a statement on the court's resolution saying, quote, "Today's decision is an important victory and a reminder that Phoenix believes in equality for everyone. 5 years ago, Phoenix became the first Arizona city to enact a law to ensure equal treatment of our LGBT community." Repeat offenders accused of soliciting prostitution will face added consequences if caught in Phoenix. Jordan Daphnis went to City Hall to find out what those consequences are.
All adults arrested for soliciting a sex act face jail time, but now repeat offenders will also have to pay a hefty fine. A first-time offender is required to take an educational course. Second-time offenders pay $2,000, and it goes up $250 for each offense after. But the money isn't going back into government pockets. It's going to organizations that aid in human trafficking and prostitution investigation, reduction, and rehabilitation.
It is important because, a lot of the problem is the victims of human trafficking and those who survive, they need that supportive structure to give them something that's housing, and it's a way for them to escape.
According to the City Council report, Phoenix police have contacted 22 juveniles who were victims of sex trafficking so far this year. The ordinance is expected to go into effect within the next 30 days. In the Broadcast Center, Jordan Daphnis, Cronkite News.
For 1 week every year, teenagers are given the opportunity to see if they have what it takes to be a first responder. Scottsdale Fire and Police Departments provide an inside look at their jobs. Reporter Emily Richardson attended the Public Safety Teen Academy's fire drill training.
This academy has been such an amazing experience, and I recommend it to everyone who's interested.
While most teenagers are sleeping in during their summer vacation, a handful here in the Valley are completing training drills designed for firefighters and police officers. This academy gives teenagers a chance to learn hands-on what it's like to be a first responder. And today, they got to run into a smoke-filled building.
It's really fun. You go in there with a partner. You suit up in the whole entire suit, and then you go through the building, and there's smoke, and you can't really see, and you're following the hose line. And you have to find a baby or a victim inside.
The teens then get a chance to climb up a 30-foot ladder, put out a fire with a fire extinguisher, ride in the fire truck, and man a fire hose. And while they love the hands-on activities, recruits say their favorite part is the relationship they make with their fellow classmates.
My favorite part is seeing everybody pick each other up in my squad.
Bonding with my instructors and my junior RTO, and also my recruits, just because I get a feel for who I'm leading as a recruit leader and squad leader.
In Tempe, Emily Richardson, Cronkite News.
The recruits say that learning what public safety officers go through on a day-to-day basis gives them a better respect for firefighters and police officers. Today, our oceans are facing hardship.
They are overfished and polluted. Coming up on Cronkite News, how restaurants are taking responsibility and finding ways to source sustainable seafood.
Too often in Arizona, we deal with a brown cloud of pollution. Ahead, how the colors green, yellow, orange, and red could help us protect ourselves.
This is my last broadcast as the anchor man of the CBS Evening News, and that's the way it is.
Carrying on the baton of those who came before us, our superb team of journalists, writers, reporters, editors, producers work each and every week to tell the stories critical to you. For Arizona news that matters, tune into Cronkite News weeknights at 5 on Arizona PBS.
I'm Matt Berry, ESPN Sports Center anchor and graduate of ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. With its bachelor's and master's degrees in sports journalism, the Cronkite School is preparing the next generation of sports journalists to tell stories that matter, stories that excite, inspire, and inform. Cronkite immerses students in covering sports at all levels in one of the country's top sports markets. It's this hands-on experience under the guidance of award-winning sports media veterans that shape the top journalists of tomorrow.
By the year 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. Before Professor Halden, I had an insane amount of passion, but I almost felt helpless because I didn't know how to use it. Professor Halden gave me a chance to make a difference. Being at a place like ASU allows you to take these big leaps. Ultimately, the biggest problems in the world cannot be solved alone.
In Washington, the immigration debate was back in the spotlight today and back behind closed doors at the same time, as House Republicans met in private to try to hammer out their differences. Pat Pobletti in our Washington bureau talked to Arizona lawmakers about their progress.
What they told me was after a 2-hour-long immigration meeting this morning, House Republicans are no closer to bridging the growing divide on immigration policy. The party is currently split on pathways to citizenship for young migrants who have entered the country illegally. Conservative members say there should be no special treatment for these so-called dreamers, but moderates want to see an immigration bill that includes protections for DACA recipients and a pathway to citizenship. Many of those moderates have already crossed the aisle and joined Democrats on a discharge petition, which would advance 4 competing immigration bills to the floor. The petition only needs 2 more Republican signatures to advance, which has alarmed GOP leadership and was the basis for today's meeting. Representative David Schweikert emerged optimistic about avoiding a so-called Queen of the Hill vote on immigration.
I believe personally that the discharge petition was much more theater. Now, if the theater helped raise it to the consciousness of those who weren't paying attention to the issue, fine. But I think we were on our way already.
Republican House leaders seem far less sure than Schweikert and are vehemently against ceding control of the floor to Democrats and their rebellious GOP colleagues.
A discharge petition will result in no law. This effort to get our members to come to a common ground is the best chance at law.
Representative Andy Biggs of Gilbert didn't seem particularly convinced that the House Republican Conference could come together on immigration.
A lot of opinions, a lot of ideas, no consensus yet.
Republicans say they need to come to a consensus on the multiple immigration bills, and they need to do it fast, ahead of what is expected to be a brutal midterm election. One GOP lawmaker told me this morning, the buffet is full. We are either going to starve to death, or we're going to go get something to eat. In Washington, Pat Pobletti, Cronkite News.
Arizona Senator Jeff Flake and President Donald Trump took a couple of swings at each other this morning. Flake took to the Senate floor to criticize the administration's latest tariff policy.
And if tariffs aimed at our adversaries produce disastrous results, what will happen when we target our allies? Imagine claiming that imports from Canada represent a national security threat. Well, that's exactly what we're doing.
The president wants to put steep tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from the European Union, Canada, and Mexico. Senator Flake believes these tariffs would create a trade war, a situation in which he says, quote, there are only losers. The president took to Twitter saying the Arizona senator does not have a clue and is, quote, a flake. High temperatures are always an issue during Arizona summers, and so is pollution.
And a new state program could help get our arms around that problem. Next on Cronkite News, we'll tell you about a simple program that uses flags to notify everyone about the air quality.
The high for today was 106, so be sure to stay tuned for your full 7-day weather forecast.
I like working for Cronkite News because it gives us the opportunity to find a different angle on the same stories that every other news outlet is covering across Arizona. As students, we have the opportunity to cover issues all across the state of Arizona.
It gives me a good chance to sharpen my skills, improve my skills, learn the techniques in a newsroom and in the programs and teamwork and technology, getting me prepared for the real world. And at the same time, I think we do a great job, make some great stories, do great journalism for the city of Phoenix and state of Arizona.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. Join us each weekday at 5:30 and 10 as we bring you the top newsmakers who impact the state. We cover the stories in depth that shape and affect our local communities, and we take the time to ensure that all voices are equally heard. For more than 30 years, Arizona Horizon has been your voice and your source for what matters most, right here on Arizona PBS.
If you're looking for one show that tells you what happened that day in the world of business, it's NBR.
We saw a classic shipwreck.
Nordstrom's opening stores.
Triple-digit gains.
Crude climbs.
We're there to help our audience find new investment ideas.
The market still has room to go up.
Nightly Business Report is the longest-running business television program in history.
Weeknights at 10:30 on Arizona PBS.
Officially from 36, and he hooks it in. Arizona State wins. Heaving one deep, and it is caught. Jalen Strong. Do you believe
The Arizona monsoon season officially begins 1 week from tomorrow. Tempe is the latest city helping people get prepared. Right now, the city is handing out free sandbags at the solid waste compost facility until 7 tonight. And another safety reminder, have a 3-day emergency bag of supplies ready this summer. It should include a gallon of water per person or pet per day, plus non-perishable food and a first aid kit.
As we get into the summer months here in the Valley, expect to see some more high pollution advisories. I talked to the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality about how the agency is working to let more people know what to watch out for.
Air pollution counts.
You may see those hazy skies or even the brown cloud trapped in between our mountains. Or you may notice nothing at all. but you should still be aware of what is in the air.
Everybody in the community, whether you're a sensitive to dust or smoke or ozone, or even a healthy recreating adult who may be out jogging or running, playing basketball, we just want to let those community members know what the air quality is like that day so they can take the proper precautions.
Bright color flags outside of schools and businesses can let people know what the air quality is.
For instance, red means we're over a federal health-based standard. Green means that we're in good for the air quality for the day.
Schools were already part of the program to display the air quality flags, and now it's spreading. Core Slab Business in Arizona is the first business to start implementing the air quality flag program. They're doing this to help ensure the safety of their workers.
And so communicating that hazard to them or that understanding of what they're working in helps them understand, hey, maybe I need to pay a little bit more closer attention to what my body's telling me.
Having more awareness can help people act accordingly.
To me, it just seemed kind of like a no-brainer.
The more people that participate, the more we can get the message out to the residents of Arizona.
To breathe a little easier and know what's in the air, or just to participate in the flag program, check out the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality's website. We are back under a high pollution advisory tomorrow.
And we could get 110 degrees this weekend. Hannah DeRuiter is in with your weather forecast.
Hi, it is currently sunny and 103 degrees here in Phoenix. Now taking a look at our temperatures statewide, currently it is 102 in Lake Havasu City, 104 down in Tucson, and 101 in Safford. Moving up north towards the Grand Canyon, great weather, 83 up in the Grand Canyon and 77 in Flagstaff. Now looking at our evening forecast for Phoenix, it is going to be at 5 p.m. sunny and 103 degrees, 8 p.m. clear skies and 100, and at 11 p.m. clear skies, and we are cooling down just a bit at 92 degrees. Moving on into the weekend's forecast. On Friday and Saturday it begins to heat up just a bit. Saturday we are hitting 110 degrees, and on Sunday and Monday we cool down just a little bit, but only to pick right back up again. On Wednesday we're hitting 109. Now we do see some cloud coverage Monday through Thursday, and we're hoping that stays to keep us cool throughout the week. For Cronkite Weather, I'm Hannah DeRuiter.
Ahead on Cronkite News, many of us love seafood.
But not enough of us understand the realities of sustainable eating habits. Up next, how local restaurants are bringing you a good meal while bringing awareness to our oceans and fisheries.
I'm Judy Woodruff, anchor and managing editor of the PBS NewsHour. The journalists of tomorrow face a fast-changing media landscape, but quality news remains vitally important to our communities, our country, and our world. At ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, students learn solid, reliable reporting, holding the powerful accountable, and rebuilding the public's trust. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, preparing the next generation for a stronger future of journalism.
As journalists at Cronkite News, we report on stories that matter to you by focusing on the local impact. We dig deeper and work tirelessly to keep you informed.
Live in Wickerburg.
Live in Los Angeles. In Cleveland. In Washington. In Louisville.
From Jerusalem.
Live in Philadelphia. From around the world to right here in Phoenix.
At Cronkite News, we report the facts and stick to the truth.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. Join us each weekday at 5:30 and 10 as we bring you the top newsmakers who impact the state. We cover the stories in depth that shape and affect our local communities, and we take the time to ensure that all voices are equally heard. For more than 30 years, Arizona Horizon has been your voice and your source for what matters most, right here on Arizona PBS.
There is a new and unique way for Arizonans to help the environment.
Reporter Nicole Hernandez tells us about the cash mob that is focusing on supporting green businesses. Spending money can actually help the environment thanks to a green cash mob that is encouraging people to support local businesses that use sustainable practices.
Running a business is no small task.
It's always challenging in many ways, and financially is always one of them.
And helping the environment can add another layer of cost onto businesses like the Breadfruit and Rum Bar, who specialize in sustainable seafood.
Sustainability isn't limited to seafood. Sustainability is a mindset. It's this all-encompassing, beautiful, enormous umbrella of existence.
An existence that nonprofits, Local First Arizona and Recycle Bank are helping businesses achieve by starting the Green Cash Mob.
The Green Cash Mob is about more than just helping the environment. It's also helping to put a spotlight on some of the best local businesses here in the Phoenix area.
So it really is a way for people to go and support their business that they like in their community by purchasing their goods and services.
Recycle Bank is encouraging community members to check in at restaurants that support sustainability to earn reward points, and checking in at businesses that are part of the Cash Mob will earn users extra points.
We are a small business, we're a local business, and it's not easy to get the word out. We've been here a decade, and we're still known as Phoenix's best kept secret.
Users that earn points through the Recycle Bank app can cash them in for discounts at participating businesses. In the broadcast center, Nicole Hernandez, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, it's a special music edition as we hear from a man who plays his grandfather's music to spread stories of the West. And we'll learn about The Wrecking Crew, a group of studio musicians behind many of the hits of the 1960s.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, former President Bill Clinton and author James Patterson. That's Thursday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.